Hi guys, welcome back to HaryPhamDev channel. Today in this video, I'm gonna help you to build a simple Facebook Messenger chatbot, and I promise if you follow me step by step, you're gonna get the final result. Let's take a look at the bot we will build. This is a simple page I deployed to Heroku. In this page, I already embed the Facebook Messenger chat plugin, so you can see a little messenger icon at the bottom right of this page. If I click on the icon, a pop-up appears. From here, I can send messages to a Facebook page and instantly receive a quick reply. Because I set up a bot behind this page, I trained the bot to handle greetings, thanks, and by sentences. It means that the bot is using natural language processing to understand and extract meaningful information out of the messages people send. A bonus feature I've done in this video is to handle the like button. A beautiful generic Facebook template will be sent, and if I click on the Watch Now button, it's gonna redirect to my YouTube channel. You can find all videos to build an awesome messenger bot with my channel. And that is the bot we will build in this video. Let's get started now. This is an empty project I opened with my IDE, WebStorm. We built the project from scratch, so the first thing we need to do is to init project. Go into the terminal, type the command npm init. The package name I keep the default. Enter. Description. This is a messenger bot built with Node.js platform, enhanced with AI. I don't like the index.js file, so I changed the entry point to server.js. Enter. Enter. After that, refresh the root folder. Now we have a package.json file. This file will allow us to install JavaScript packages in the Node.js environment. In this project, I'll install Express Framework.env package to load environment variables, AJS as the view engine, and body parser to get post data from frontend to the backend. Now, in the root folder, we have the Node module folder where JavaScript packages are saved. I create a RC folder to write our code in here. It's trust for source code, and then the entry point server.jet. Then I organize this project by the MVC design pattern, so I need a config folder. We set up our app live view engine session, how to connect the database in the config folder. Then a controller folder to write controller files. To handle data, retrieve or update data in database, we need our services. Our web routes in the routes folder, and the view folder is where we save our EJS file. I'll configure the view engine for the project. Import Express from Express package. Add a command config view engine for Node app. I need to export this function to use in the entry point server.js. This function will tell Node.js where to get the static files such as images, CSS files, and JavaScript files. It also set EJS as the default view engine, and the folder to save EJS files is in the views folder. In the routes folder, I create a web file. I import Express Framework and use Express Router middleware. The init web route function to init all the web routes we have. This function takes the Express app as the input parameter. I define a simple route get slash the homepage. A string response hello world will be sent if we get that route. In the entry point, it's time to set up our app. First, I import all essential things to run this app at the top of this file. I import a spread to create a spread app, then configure engine and init all the web routes. I create a new variable part. This variable we get from the .env file. If it gets undefined error, we set the value 8080 instead. The app.listening will run the Node app at the port we defined before. If we run our app succeeds, at the command line, we will see a message app is running at the port parameter. In order to run our Node app, we also need to install the developer dependencies. This project uses NodeMon to auto-restart the Node server if the server has file changes, and the compiler Babel packages to compile the ES6 and ES5 together, the new and the old JavaScript syntax, so we don't have errors during compile our Node.js app. I create .env and .env example to configure our app variables. The .env file only used as a local environment. We shouldn't put this file to our server. The .pablo.rc is a guide to configure Pablo packages. I import the .env package to load environment variables, and then the process.env.variable can work. To run this app, I add a new script. The script will use NodeMon and the compiler Babel, then run the server.js file in the LLC folder. Let's start this up. Go to localhost 8080, the splash route. We get the hello world message response from server. The next step is to create a EJS view file, so the server can render a dynamic page with HTML, CSS, and JS. In the views folder, create the homepage.ejs file. This is a basic HTML page, a H1 tag with hello world message. I want the server will render this page if we get the homepage routes. To do that, I create a new controller, homepage controller. The function getHomepage will render the homepage.eject files. I need to export this function to use in the web file. Instead of return a string message, I change to a controller and the function to handle this route. Reload this page. This is how we render a static page in our Node server. Next, we need to deploy our app to a HTTPS server. In this tutorial, I will guide you to deploy Node.js app to a cloud platform, Heroku. The reason I choose Heroku, not AWS, Amazon Web Service, because it provides a HTTPS certificate without money. We need that certificate in order to make the Facebook Messenger webhook to work. Go into Heroku.com. This is Heroku dashboard. If you haven't had a Heroku account, go into Heroku.com. At the top right, click the sign up button. Then fill up all required information. Remember to choose Node.js as the primary development language. After that, you need to install the Heroku CLI to push code to Heroku server. If you're stuck in this step, you can check out my video, a guide to deploy Node.js app to Heroku in 3 minutes. I will put the link to that video in the description of this video. Come back to Heroku dashboard. To create a Heroku app, at the top right, click the new button, Create New App. The app name is the first part of our Heroku domain. It is unique, so you can't take my app name. You should choose a name that relates to your project. The app region, I will keep the default US region. This is a Heroku document to deploy a Node.js app Heroku. At this point, we already installed the Heroku CLI, so we can use the command Heroku login to authenticate the Heroku user who can push code to Heroku. Open terminal, Heroku login, enter. A browser pop-up appears. Click on the login button. The status change to logged in. You can see the name of your Heroku account as the line logged in as your email. Get in it. Get at all files. We have a bunch of files to push to Heroku server, including the node module folder, which we shouldn't push, so we need to add a git ignore file. In this file is all the things you wish Git doesn't push to the server. For me, the node module folder, the vendor, .ider, the .env file, and the power component. I will terminate this process. Get in it again. Get add all files. This time, we only add the files we want to push to the server. We also need to set the git remote to Heroku, then push our code to Heroku with the command git put Heroku master. This process will take a few minutes, depends on your network. Heroku needs to compress your app, install packages, and then configure the Heroku cloud. Once this process is finished, click on the link of your app domain. We get an error, application error. To see the log messages, we need to use the command Heroku logs --tail. The reason our app crashed because Heroku can't find the package in the dev dependency. By default, our app on Heroku Cloud is running with the product environment, so to install the dev dependencies, we need to change to developer environment. First, in the root folder, create a profile. This file is a guide to tell Heroku how to run our app. Because we run a web app with Node.js, so use web node. Then the link to the entry point file for me is the server.js file in the src folder. Then, to change Heroku to developer environment, use the command. We also need to commit our changes and deploy app to Heroku again. Reload the page. Now our app is running at the Heroku Cloud. The next thing we need to do is to read Facebook Messenger platform document. Go into Messenger platform, then getting started. First, we need to set up our webhook. Webhook is an HTTP post that occurs when something happens. For example, we want to build a chatbot with Messenger. The Node server only can reply to our clients who send messages to a Facebook page. If the Facebook server sends a signal to our webhook, a route we define in the Node server. To use webhook with Facebook, we need to provide a HTTPS server. Self-signed certificates are not supported. It means that we can't run the Facebook webhook at the localhost environment. We already created a Node.js project with Express server. The next thing we need to do is to add a new route for handling Facebook webhook. I create a new controller for Facebook Messenger bot. The first method is the post webhook. In this method, we will check the user sent message to a Facebook page, the page associated with the Facebook app, then console.log the webhook event. If everything's okay, we can see another message, event received at the console. I also need to create a getWebhook method to verify our Facebook webhook. First, we need to create a verified token. This is a random string of our choosing hardcoded into our webhook. Then, Messenger platform send a GET request to our webhook with a token in the hub.verify parameter of the query string. Finally, if our verified token sent matches the verified token we had got before, the Messenger platform will supply our webhook to the Facebook developer app. To test our webhook at the localhost, I copy this curl command. We need to change the verified token to our token. Then the pod running is spread up. We get an error, can't get the route. This happened because I forgot to define the get and the post route. Restart the node server and try again. Event receive message. It means that our webhook at the local work fine. Next, we need to deploy the webhook to the server and supply the webhook to Facebook app. In the .env, I create a new variable. First is our verified webhook token. To get the .env variable, use process.env, the variable name. Git add all files. Git commit the message, then deploy to Heroku again. At the Heroku app, we need to configure our environment variables. Go into Setting Options. Click on Review Config. The first parameter is the app port. Then the webhook verified token. The next step is setting up our Facebook app. First, we need to create a Facebook page. Go into Facebook. Now I'm using the Facebook Classic version. If you use the Facebook new version, you can change to the Classic version by click on this option. Click on Pages, then create page at the top right. Get started with the business or brand section. We need to take a page name and a category for our page. I will choose the entertainment category because I don't have to fill extra information about this page. Skip all these options. We can update them later. This is our Facebook page. Customer only can send messages to this page if we add a send message button. Click on the add button, contact with you, send messages via Messenger. The function test button doesn't work. We need to reload this page. Try again. We receive a notification. It means that we successfully configured our Facebook page. Next, we need to create a Facebook app by our Facebook developer account. You can log in to the Facebook developer with your Facebook account. Click on My Apps. This is a dashboard showing all the Facebook app I created before. If you don't see the Add New App button, hover the mouse to your Facebook avatar at the top right. Click on Create App. Click on Setting up the Messenger product. First, we need to connect this app with a Facebook page. Add or remove pages. Select your page. Next, and done. We also need to generate a page asset token. We need this token in order to send messages to Facebook user who send messages to this page. Copy this token. I create a new variable, Facebook page token. At the webhook section, click on Add Callback URL. The verified token is the token we had coded in the getWebhook function. Copy the Heroku app domain, then /webhook. The subscription are all the Facebook events we send to our webhook. I'll select all of them. Next, we need to change our app to live mode. This option requires we provide a privacy policy URL for this app. If you do this app for your own business or your own company, you should spend time to find out how to make your own privacy policy. With the demo purpose, I'll create a free privacy policy URL. Go into freeprivacypolicy.com. Click on Generate Free Privacy Policy. Because it is a fake privacy policy, we no need to provide our real information. For free, choose No for all these options. Copy the privacy policy URL. Paste right here. Then choose the app category. Save changes. Switch the app mode. Go back to the Messenger document. Until now, we already set up the Messenger product, then configure the webhook for our app. Now it's time to handle the user message sent to Facebook page. Click on Quick Start Session. Scroll to Get Started. We've done the Get Started session. Let's build our first Messenger experience. To start, we need 3 functions to handle the incoming webhook event types we want to support, as well as responding via the Send API. I copy all of them. A new concept we need to know is a PSID, Page Scope Identifier. Whenever you start a conversation with a Facebook page, Facebook will assign a unique page scope ID for you. It means that if you start with the page A, you will have a ABC PSID, but with the page B, you will have another XYZ PSID. The PSID differs from user ID. The PSID is used for send API message to user, and it only works within 24 hours to respond to a user. The user ID is unique, and for protecting user from spamming, we need to ask permission from Facebook if we want to get a user ID. To test if we can get the sender ID, I mean the PSID, we need to deploy our code to Heroku. The local environment doesn't work with the Facebook webhook. To see the console log on the Heroku server, use the command Heroku logs --tail. I will send a message to the page associated with my Facebook app. Next, we need to know what kind of events Facebook sends to our webhook. The Messenger platform sends events to our webhook when a person sends messages to our Facebook page. Webhook events are sent by the Messenger platform as a post request to our webhook. For example, we will receive a messages event if a user sends a message to our page. This plugin will check the Facebook event. If we get the message event, we use the handle message function. If we get the post spike, we use the handle post spike function. The send API you request package, we need to install that package, npm install .save request. To use this package, we also need to import request package. We change the Facebook Graph API from 2.6 to 6.0. The page access token we get from .env file. If a message sent to a user, we console that log message sent. Deploy our app again. We will update the Heroku app variables. Click on Setting option, then Review config variables. Facebook page token is the key and the value is the token. To test what we've done so far, I will send another message to my Facebook page. We instantly receive a message reply. If I send an image to this page, nothing happens because we only handle the text message. The image is a Facebook attachment. Inside this function, we will check the user message. If the user message is a text message, we will send a response include that text message. If the user message is an attachment message, we only get the URL of the message. We will respond to the image with the generate template message. The generate template is the most common used structured message type and allows you to send an image, text, and button in one message. We deploy our app again to test the function. I send an image hi. We receive a reply message asking send an image. I will send an image. The reply message is our image we sent before, including two buttons, yes or no. We can click on this button, but nothing happened. These buttons are called Facebook postback. The next thing we will do is to handle Facebook postback. I deploy the Node app again. Let's start with my Facebook account. I send an image. This time, our postback works. This is a basic step to build a Facebook Messenger bot. The next thing I'm gonna show you is the way to embed the Facebook chat plugin into your own website. If we embed this plugin, a messenger icon will appear at the bottom right of your website. User no need to go to the Facebook to chat with your bot, your Facebook page. To embed this plugin, first go into your Facebook page, click on Setting option, then Advanced Messaging. Scroll to the whitelisted domain. We need to update this section. The whitelisted domain is all the domain we allow to active the Messenger plugin with this page. Copy the Heroku domain and paste into this section, then save. Click on the messaging. We need to add Messenger to our website. Click on Getting Started. We can change the greeting message later. We can also change the background messages. This is all the code we need. Copy this block code. We will update the view file. Open the homepage.html file, then update the body tag. This plugin will use the Facebook SDK to init the Facebook Messenger plugin. Then it will make the chat plugin code to work. We no need to do anything, all the essential thing Facebook have done for us. Deploy this app again. Reload this page. A messenger icon at the bottom right. Everything we've done so far worked well, but I want our bot can get further to handle the user message. At the Facebook Messenger icon, click on Natural Language Processing section. Natural language processing allows you to understand and extract meaningful information which call entities out of the message people send. It means that Facebook will extract the message from user, get the entities of that message, and send to our webhook. To enable the natural language processing, go into Facebook Developer App, click on Messenger Product, then Settings, scroll to Built-in NLP session. Select your Facebook page and enable this session. Our app still works fine because we don't change the server code. We need to change the handle message function for getting entities from Facebook message. I command the old handle message function to use the new one. Change response function to call an API. We need to pass the sender ID to call an API function. The new handle message function will check reading entity is here. If the confidence greater than 0.8, we send a message hi there. Else, we send a default message. Deploy this code to Heroku. It doesn't work. We need to check our code. The request body uses a message object. Deploy our app again. Reload this page. This time, the greeting function works. The next thing we will do is to handle the thanks and by entities. I need to change our code a little bit. First, I create an entity array to save all the possible entities, including greetings, thanks, and bye. At first, we will set entity chosen is empty. Then I look through the entity array in order to check which entity is Facebook sent to our webhook, then set its name to the entity chosen variable. I check a condition. If we can't find the entity, it means that the entity chosen is empty. We will send the default message. Otherwise, we send the greetings, thanks, byes message depends on the entity we receive. Deploy our app again. Our code is working well. A bonus feature I will do in this video is to handle the like button. Before I check the Facebook entities, I want to check the user sent a payload or not. If a user send a payload, we send a text message and a generate template message. You can find more information about Facebook template by the link I comment in this function. The code of this project I will push to my GitHub page. You can find the bot and the project at the description of this video. Until now, our bot can handle the basic message, but a problem is that the bot only can reply to the admin account. The account creates the Facebook page. It doesn't reply another Facebook user. I will solve that problem in another video. Have a good day and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get the newest video.